from the Lakeside Newsroom of the Henrico Citizen, your hometown news source since 2001. This is the Henrico News Minute with publisher Tom Lapis.
Debate after a Henrico teacher is removed from the classroom, a popular concert series returns, and the General Assembly prepares to take action on forever chemicals. We'll tell you about those stories and more in today's Henrico News Minute. It's Wednesday, February 28th, 2024. It's brought to you today by Speech Connections.
And now for the news.
A large number of people came out to the Henrico School Board meeting on Thursday, days after Henrico Schools officials removed a Deep Run High School teacher from her classroom. Social studies teacher Catherine Masala was recorded by one of her students in her 9th grade world history class making comments in December about the conflict in Gaza. That student's parents sent the remarks to the Washington Examiner, which published audio of the recording January 31st. In the remarks, Masala encouraged students to send letters to their representatives and sign petitions advocating for a ceasefire, calling the Israeli attacks on Gaza a Holocaust. School officials concluded that her comments contradicted guidance provided to all high school history departments earlier in the school year. Although she was removed from her school, Masala remains employed by the school system. Some speakers told the school board they thought she deserved to be fired, while other speakers said she was simply doing her job as a high school social studies teacher by encouraging students to embrace a different perspective. You can read much more about all of the comments from last Thursday's meeting right now on our website from our education reporter, Leanna Hardy. After a decade hiatus, Groovin' in the Garden is coming back to Lewis Ginter Botanical Garden this summer. The popular concert series ran from 1999 through 2013 at the Garden. Garden officials brought it back for one show last year, and that show's success convinced them to bring it back on a full-time basis this year, the Garden's 40th anniversary. The series will begin May 30th with a performance by Richmond natives Carbon Leaf. Tickets for that show go on sale March 1st at 10 a.m. at lewisginter.org. Physical tickets also will be on sale at Plan 9 Records. There are expected to be 5 to 6 shows during the summer season. For the first time ever, Virginia's 2 high school representatives in the national We the People, the Citizen, and the Constitution competition are both Henrico County schools. Freeman High School, which won its 3rd state championship in the civics-based competition, and Glen Allen High School, which was the state runner-up for the second time. Both will advance to the national competition, which is hosted by the Center for Civic Education. The event challenges students to answer questions about key constitutional principles and deliver speeches about the topics they are given. You can read more about this competition right now on our website. Henrico Schools officials will be part of a team of educators who will design summer workshops for K-12 teachers to produce artificial intelligence resources for classrooms. Officials from Henrico and Goochland's public school systems will join with VCU to design those workshops and build curricular pathways between K-12 and higher education involving work-based learning experiences for students. The projects are part of a state grant awarded by the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia to VCU, George Mason University, and Old Dominion University, each of which is receiving $75,000 to complete AI-related projects. The Richmond Home Garden Show returns on Friday to the Richmond Raceway Complex for 3 days. A host of home improvement and lifestyle experts will be on hand March 1st through 3rd to share their projects and their latest home design ideas. Among those scheduled to appear, Jeff Devlin, a carpenter and host of the HGTV show Stonehouse Revival, and Virginia Shamley, a vintage collector and author of the bestseller Big Thrift Energy, The Art and Thrill of Finding Vintage Treasures. There will also be more than 250 exhibitors, including local and national home remodeling and construction professionals. Tickets to the event are $7 for adults online or $9 at the door. Children 12 and younger are admitted free. You can learn more at richmondhomeandgarden.com. And legislation to set up a state process to identify sources of high levels of PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, is moving quickly through the General Assembly. Bills from Senator Jeremy McPike, a Democrat from Prince William, and Delegate Sam Rasool, a Democrat from Roanoke, both passed their own chambers and are on track to get approval from the opposite chambers with nearly unanimous votes in their support. Governor Glenn Youngkin's administration also is backing the proposals. PFAS are chemicals found in a number of products, including industrial products, nonstick cookware, clothing, and firefighting foam. They do not break down over time, however, and that has raised concerns about the long-term effects of humans' exposures to them. Under the bills, public water systems would report any exceedances of the maximum contaminant level to the Virginia Department of Health, which would then share the information with the Department of Environmental Quality. The DEQ then would identify potential sources of PFAS in the area and require those sources to report what chemicals and how much of them are being used. You can read more about this topic right now on our website from our partners at Virginia Mercury. Speech Connections offers pediatric speech therapy services at their office in Henrico, in daycares, preschools, private schools, public schools, and via teletherapy. Their dynamic team provides individualized and family-centered speech therapy services for toddlers, preschoolers, school-aged children, and adolescents. When you work with Speech Connections, you get a team that is ready to provide the highest standard of care while collaborating with families and other professionals. To learn more, visit speechconnections.net or call 804-672-8588.